right, we're back. Refueled, rejuvenated, refocused. We're headed out, I think, in the Kestrel again. Let's give Zelly a chance to command. I think his advice about the flak gun was good. We just didn't get a chance to put it to use. And if we're sending Zelly out, we're gonna have to send him out with someone he can trust. So Zelly's first mate is gonna be Balls. In the Kestrel. Let's do it. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. We are well aware at this point. Afterlife, you're swell, but I really want Balls on weapons. Save the crew off where they are. Flagship Rip, calling it. Captain Zelly calling his shots. He's ready. All right. Nice, peaceful civilian sector first map. A pirate ship was lying in wait inside this asteroid field. It immediately moves in to attack. I'm sure it does. It does have drones. Is it a defense drone? It appears to be, which is unfortunate. Ooh, they shanked with the missile, so you love to see that. We need shots on weapon systems, please. It's not a defense drone because it let my missile go in. Or maybe it was on cooldown because of the asteroids. I didn't actually see it. Powering up its FTL. We'd rather it didn't jump away. So I will spend a second missile to try and secure the dub here. Yeah, I don't know what that is. The ship explodes. 1 fuel, 1 missile, 19 scrap. 19 scrap's a pretty solid first event, so I will take it. Get the FTL driving up. This game is over. Zelly is ready. He's sick of watching FTL. He wants the flagship down. As you jump into the system, a pirate advances on your position. They are refusing all hails. Prepare for a fight. Well, yeah, I'd refuse hails too if I knew I was not nearly as cool as Captain Zelly. He's gonna talk mad shit back at you. I love the thought of Zelly at the helm and just trolling as hard as he can on everyone he's up against. They did knock shields offline, which kind of sucks. Their shields are broken as well, though. There we go. Powering up their FTL. I got a feeling you're not going to get a chance to try and get out with your FTL. A bingo. Well-oiled machine so far. 1 missile, 1 drone, 14 more scrap. Love it. Love it. I think we're going to kick up into the upper part of the zone here to try and get in as many nodes as we can before we force the sector jump. Your arrival is greeted by numerous computer alerts. The nearby automated rebel scout has used a local satellite to deploy a virus to disrupt your shield system. Hopefully, it won't cause further problems before you can destroy it. Shields is not the system you want to see them do that to. Because it's literally like, at this phase of the game, it just means you don't have shields for the fight. Which sucks. We shanked our shot on weapons, so we're going to have to try and scramble here. Yeah, see, like, that's a garbage event to pull this early in the game. We recovered pretty well, fortunately, but not going to lie, pretty salty about the RNG on that one. Engineer Afterlife diligently getting the weapons or the propulsion back online. Ship down. Dunzo. 2 missiles, a drone, 12 scrap. Afterlife did take some damage from the assault though. We gotta heal that up before we go. So good cash flow for this first sector, right? This is kind of the opposite of our first run with the Kestrel tonight. It's just been cash on cash throughout the entire first sector. But so far, no shops to spend it in. An unremarkable binary star system. There's nothing else around. So here's our shop, almost on cue. What do we want? We can add a drone system. Oh, we don't have enough money for it, though. We'd have to sell the missile system to do it, and I don't want to do that. Hull laser 2. Ooh, you I do kind of want, though. 15 seconds, shot per charge is 3. I don't think we can get you. I think we wind up being 1 short. Is it worth me... How much is the burst laser doing for us? 12 seconds to do 3 shots. And wait, the hull laser is 3 seconds to do 3 shots? Or 15 seconds to do 3 shots? So it's inherently worse than the burst laser? Oh, but it does double damage on systemless rooms, right? Man, I kind of want you. Bummer. I don't think we're really going to get anything out of this shop. I don't really... It's not worth me investing in drones, hoping that we get a drone system down the line. So we're just going to square up the hull and take off. A little bummed out. That was almost something we wanted. Your sensors are picking up a distress call from an encrypted Federation channel. You eventually find a Federation scout being chased by a rebel fighter. Let's help. Not because... Listen. Not because we really want to help, but because we really want to shoot bad guys. Alright, weapon system down. Man, our freaking poor med bay. While their weapons are down, we can afford to have Zelly leave the helm to go and try and get that fixed up. Shields are now down. We'll keep shooting on weapons to keep them offline. Then it's straight on till morning. Beautiful, like clockwork. 1 fuel, 1 missile, 13 scrap. Thanks, we didn't think there would be a rebel ship all the way out here. They seem to be searching for something. Take some extra supplies. 3 fuel, a drone, and more scrap. So now I gotta think. I still don't think it's worth going back and getting that hull laser. We'd have to either stop using the burst laser and the Artemis because it takes 3, but it honestly, like, it's not as good as the burst laser for what we're trying to do with it right now anyway. Or to get it firing at the same time would be an obscene cost requirement. You receive a request. All of our military ships have been destroyed or damaged during the rebellion. However, there have been reports of a Mantis war camp only a few jumps from us. Can you help? We're pretty deep in the sector. I mean, I'll try. 16 scrap. Oh, it's right here, and it jumps back over. That's fine. We'll try it. You find a mantis, and you find the Mantis encampment, but there are far too many of them to count accurately. You send a long-range message back to the settlement with your findings, but unfortunately, there's not much you can do. It would be suicide to attack directly. But you don't have to attack directly if you got the Artemis. Kaboom! You fire at their fuel depot, but a shot from the surface rips the missile to shreds. They must have a planetary defense system set up already. You try to get away, but a nearby patrol ship moves in to attack. That's fine. You can attack. Guess what? We're gonna attack too. How about that? Big missile shot here. Oh, into the weapon system is not what I want to see. Fortunately, we only lost the 1, and their weapons are already offline. Burst laser might be able to get through and take shields offline here. Beautiful. They do have weapons back up, though. We're going to take another missile shot. I forgot to charge the Artemis, unfortunately. They shanked, which is good. Beautiful. With the patrol ships destroyed, you hasten to leave. It won't be long before the other ships catch up. 2 fuel, a drone, 17 scrap. We have another store, so let's hit that. Oh, what do we got? The flak. We could bring the flak back into focus. So a hull beam, you know, we've tried the beam a couple times, and I'm kind of garbage at it. But this, I think, is closer to what we would be looking for, because we could then use the burst to take weapons offline, and then the shield offline, and then as soon as the shield's offline, we could hit it with the hull beam. and it would only require us to put one more point into the weapon system. But flak, right? So, okay, let's think about it. Right now, we're dedicating 12 seconds of charge time to get 3 shots. So this is technically more... This is more damage downrange for 1 additional power requirement, right? Like, this takes twice as long to charge, but it shoots more than twice as many shots. You don't get precision aim with it. You choose a system and then it kind of hits in the area of the system you're shooting it at. But we would start every fight with 21 seconds we were waiting to try and get this thing to fire. We could lean on the Artemis missile in the meantime, but like, look, we're already at 3 missiles. I think we're going to take the hull beam. I feel like it's just the safer play. Yeah. I like the idea of the flak, but it just doesn't, like, you got to really put some stuff together to make it work, unfortunately. We're not going to be able to use the hull beam right away unless the burst laser takes the shield offline and then we switch over, which is not really what I'm looking to do with it. So for right now, we're going to stick with the burst laser and the Artemis until I can get another point into the weapon system. Okay, when you ask a nearby station for aid, the friendly programmer gives you the schematic for a drone. So we have 8 scrap and a personnel drone we can't use, but we can certainly sell it. And we'll do so in the next sector. Let's just do another straight up civilian sector. Why not? We'll keep it kind of base. This can jump to... I was nervous that this little short jump was going to leave me stranded. You come across a large trade station. However, as soon as you approach, a warning goes out to all ships in the region. Do not associate with the Federation sympathizer. All who oppose the rebels will be punished. I feel like if we try and search, we could lose somebody. I think we're just gonna vamoose. Yeah, we're not... If they're like broadcasting about how they want us to die, we're not gonna try it. We're just gonna go. Once we got like 5 and 6 people on board, we can afford to be a little bit more gung-ho, but we can't afford to lose anyone right now. You spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport. Well, if you just transporting, I want the stuff you got on board, dog. They're gonna fight. Oh, they don't want to fight. They're gonna try and leave. Well, I'm gonna try and make sure that doesn't happen. We need a good first shot here. I want weapons offline. Yeah, they have a defense drone. So I can't rely on the Artemis. So we're gonna try and get the shields or the propulsion knocked down here. Beautiful. Now onto shields. And then we can, well, let's cycle back to weapons right now to keep that down. And now shields. Beautiful. All right, now let's give this hull beam a go, because their shields aren't going to come back up in time, I don't think. Hull beam does take a good long time to charge, though. All right, so their weapons are coming back online, or their shield is coming back online. Yeah, so like that would have done 5 damage if they had a full 5 damage or full 5 hit points left. So I like the damage output, but we need to be able to fire it in concert with the burst laser. So what do I need for that? 35, 55. We can do it right now. Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful. Another store, but we already spent the money we would have had for it. So let's just kind of cruise along. There's another store at the end of the sector we might be able to get to. You stumble across a forward scout of the rebel fleet. Well, forward scout, we want to test out our new system. He's powering up his FTL. So the burst laser is going to go on shields. I've been using it on weapons, but we want to make sure. Well, right now we can still put it on weapons. Oh, see, he just did the same thing I'm trying to do. Yeah, so I didn't do it the right way. I do need shields to be what I take offline. Afterlife, go fix oxygen, please. Yeah, so now... Oh, you love it. You love it. And now it's like fire at will. Yeah. Okay, so this setup's pretty good. 2 fuel, a drone, and 23 scrap for our troubles. You've encountered a refugee ship drifting in space. It looks as if it was fleeing the rebel advance and ran out of fuel. Its distress beacon is active, but you're not sure anyone is on board, and its communications seem to be down. We're just gonna have to ignore... Man, this one sucks, because I don't want to get over there and then find out we're gonna die. Let's prepare to board and investigate. God damn it! Rip Captain Zelly. As you investigate the ship, you are attacked by the now cannibalistic crew. Driven mad by a lack of food, they have turned to feeding on each other. As you fight your way off the ship, one of your crew falls to the crazed attackers, and you are forced to leave them behind or else lose your entire ship. I don't know when I am going to learn to not screw around with events until we have a very firm crew. Rip Captain Zelly, you'll be missed. It's a classic Zelly maneuver, VV. You're right. You're not wrong. All right, we got a decent weapon setup though. Balls is still on the guns. You come across a space station under construction. You receive a message from their command tower. Greetings, we recently lost contact with a cargo ship that was set to deliver more construction materials. Could you help us figure out what happened? Sure. Great, quest marker, 3 fuel, 2 missiles, 2 drones. I'll take what I can get. Where's the quest? So I'm gonna be able to hit the quest and the store on the way to the exit here, and we're gonna get the nebulas to kind of slow down the rebel fleet, so that's okay, we'll take it. A pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact that it is attempting to avoid your ship, you assume that it's a smuggler trying to stay away from beacons. I want your goods. We're gonna attack. We need some wins here. They have a beam drone, laser drone, beam drone. Okay. Same as what we've been doing. It's gonna be shields go down and then hull beam rakes their ship. They took our shield down, which sucks. There you go. They don't want to fight, they're trying to escape. Too bad, sucker. We're gonna take a ton of damage if I don't get shields back online though. There we go. 17 scrap for our trouble. Not nearly what I would have hoped for, if I'm being honest. So we need crew. What else do we need? I think the next big get for us is probably a second shield. But crew's gonna have to come first. Is there fire on the ship? There is fire on the ship. I can hear it, and it knocked our doors offline. Oh god. It's everywhere. We need doors fixed so I can try and vent this. Okay, so now vent this, please. Is there more of it? No, it looks like it's contained in here, and we're good. Okay. Heal back up, boys. There we go. That got a little hairy at the end because with our shields screwed like that, their beam drone just like had the run of whatever it wanted to shoot at. Nothing out here but nebula, baby. I want to be able to get to the store and the exit, so we're gonna skip this upper node and just go right to the quest. You find the missing cargo ship docked to an empty space station. However, their hold appears to be empty and there are no obvious signs that anyone is inside the ship or station. Everything looks abandoned. I mean, move in to examine the station, I guess. Intruders on board, of course. Of course they are. I mean, we gotta fight them. And then try and use the old strat here. Ball's got there way early, so he's taking way more damage. He tried to do the same thing I'm doing, but I did it better. They're powering up their FTL to leave. We don't want them to. Retreat to heal up, please, boys. First laser down again. Beautiful. That should do it. Alright, so they're gone. We get 2 fuel, a drone, and some scrap for our troubles, but they're still punching our ship. We're gonna kill the NG here. We might have to dance into the medbay one more time to get through the Rockman, though. Maybe not. With us focus firing, I think we're gonna be okay. Yeah, beautiful. Oxygen's gotta get repaired. And then put the ship back together. So the second shield is great, but obviously this encounter has kind of shone a light onto just how susceptible we are to intruders with 2 people, because I just don't have bodies I can pull away from tasks. So that kind of sucks. Crew, shields, a shop to sell the drone we have might be our best chance at getting someone crew-wise. We'll have to try and see if we can hit that up. Really a bummer that the quests we've been getting suck. We do have a store, though, so this might at least help alleviate some issues. So first things first, let's sell the anti-personnel drone. All you sell is drone? No, okay, you do have weapons and stuff too. So the halberd beam is just like the better version of the hull beam, right? Damage per room 1, double damage on systemless rooms. The halberd is always 2 damage, but it does take more power and it's longer to charge. So probably not, if I'm honest. A heavy laser I don't hate. 1 power, charge time 9 seconds. I mean, this is just a cheap way to get another weapon that could potentially do some damage, right? Drone recovery arm, shield, charge booster, explosive replicator. We're not using missiles on the regular. I mean, the heavy laser would probably be the smartest purchase here, but I'm thinking maybe we just ignore all of it and see if we can't find something that's a little bit of a better fit. If I'm going to keep investing points into souping up the weapons bay, so like we would need to spend 50, 100 more scrap just to get set up in such a way as to also field the heavy laser. And that's on top of the 50 it would cost us. So I'm going to take a pass on that. Instead, we are going to go ahead and start investing towards having 2 shields. And we're going to get there in the old classic power down the med bay. Really going to need the second shield pit by the time we're in the next area anyway. You recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. Okay, so I think let's hope we get the old please let me go and I'll give you a crew member here. That would be ideal, because we desperately need more hands on board. We're gonna get ionized, which sucks. Shield is down. Weapons took damage. Yeah, we will take a crewman. Absolutely, we'll take a crewman. Are you good at anything? You're not? Guess what? Don't care. You're the best rock crewman I've ever had. How much? So if you're in propulsion, we get what? 5% extra dodge. But if you're in shields, 10% faster shield recharge. I think you're more valuable on shields. That keeps you centralized, like I've talked about with rock people anyway. And we could always get more evasion from investing in the engines. Next sector, please. Well, it looks like we're forced into another uncharted nebula. This nebula must have been an important hub at one point. Placing all of these jump beacons would have been no easy task. However, now it's hardly navigable. But it is navigable. A pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact that it's trying to avoid you, you think it's a smuggler. Let's fight it. If it's smuggling, I want its goods. We're going to start seeing things like teleporters coming up pretty soon, so we're going to have to start getting pretty savvy. Unfortunately, shields and weapons are nowhere near each other on their ship layout, so we can't hit both with the beam. So we have to just hope they're trying to leave. Their oxygen is down. Our oxygen's on fire. Balls, if you would be so kind as to take care of that. 4 missiles, a drone, and 18 scrap. Your missiles don't interest me. The 18 scrap is not enough. You're gonna die instead. Yeah, the 32 scrap is a much better get, so I will take it. Let balls fix the O2, then go heal up, and then we will scoot on down the road. Kind of tempted to go ahead and put a point into the reactors so that I don't do something stupid and like not have the med bay. But I think we're okay to leave it for at least a little bit longer. Famous last words. Oh, we got the long range data. Okay, so there's a store to the top, so we could like wind all the way through to go and hit that store. Oh, interesting. The rebel fleet was prepared for the nebula in this sector, so it doesn't make for as good a hiding spot. That's an interesting, like, extra... nice little wrinkle. I guess it's because the entire sector is a nebula. That makes sense. So that's just because we're in a nebula, but the whole thing's a nebula, so they're already ready to pursue. I get it. Otherwise, this would just be like a freebie exploration. This ship is armed to the freaking teeth. Oh, God. Oh, we got real lucky. Oh, the shield came up so fast. All right, wait for a full shot. Don't go early. The missiles are going to kill me. I don't love it. Ugh, not enough to take either shields or weapons offline. We're just gonna keep on taking missile strikes. There we go. Love it. That's fine. I don't care. Just brick a hull beam into the shield as long as they're not freaking returning fire. We need to get up to that shop at this point just to heal. 2 missiles, a drone, 25 scrap. What's the fastest way we can get up there? I think we gotta just take the quick route to get up there. Ooh, had not thought about the lack of power because of how maxed out we have it for weapons. We don't need it for this one. This is just the rock crew member is gonna help get them out of the nebula, but like that could be a real issue. It's worrying that the rebels have penetrated so deep into uncharted space. Even if it's only an unmanned craft, it arms its weapons. You should do the same. Because we had no power for the second shield pip, unfortunately, in the last sector, we don't have it charged coming into this sector, which is a crummy. If we could get something like the weapon pre-charger, I would be a very happy man. Took damage to propulsion and shields, unfortunately. There we go. That was pretty quick work, though. 21 scrap for our troubles. We're gonna go and spend a good chunk of that scrap to go repair right now, unfortunately, because everything is very damaged. I actually didn't get you healed up all the way. I was trying to time it and forgot that you have so much freaking health. Oh, no. It's not because you have so much health. I had already forgotten that I didn't have the medbay powered up. So, that strategy's working. Let's get to this store. We need big things from this shop. Not the greatest of things. Let's see. Hull missiles. Another burst laser I don't hate. So 2 power for 2 shots. So it's the weaker version of the burst laser that we field by default with this ship. This might be worth investing in. I mean, is it though? So you're getting an extra shot per, we'll call it 6 seconds. But we'd have to spend almost 200 scrap to get it online. I mean, we're gonna need something though. We're not, it's not like we're a powerhouse right now. Drone control, mind control bay. I don't hate a mind control bay. That at least would keep people busy. Can we get the mind control bay and repair to full? We can. Let's do that. We haven't really screwed around with the mind control bay. Let's give that a go. It's gonna need to be powered, so we're gonna have to figure that out as we go here. I think we're also gonna have to invest in sensors at some point, because I don't think that really does us much good until we can see what's going on in enemy ships. I don't like that I can't really see if these two are connected. I mean, I can, because I can kind of navigate down, but the tooltip for the node like covers the nodes that are outbound. The area shows signs of a battle some time ago. The scattered remains of ships, but one station appears to be attacked. 17 scrap for our trouble, sure. I don't say no to free scrap. We're already full up, so thank you, but no thank you. Your ship emerges quite far away from the beacon. You see a rebel ship waiting nearby. Let's attack it. Let's do it. All right. I don't know what it just fired, but it sounded angry. Oh, the hull beam is damaged and offline. Not what I wanted to see. So we're gonna just try and get shots on the weapons here. Try and bring those down, and then move back over to shields. Hull beam can recharge, so I'm actually gonna stop on the burst laser. Weapons are gonna come back up any second here, so we need this volley to really count. They're shooting the freaking scrap cannon, and they are doing it to good effect. I missed with it. We did get one shot in on the engines, though, in the process. Ugh, weapons down again. Weapons just getting freaking blasted. Balls is gonna get some good repair practice in this fight, at least. Shot on shields. Does nothing. Weapons, we must have caused a fire, because it was only orange, but it went red, so they must be losing some stability to fire damage over there in the weapons department, but that's fine, because that lets us play catch up a little bit here. Almost online. Fire. Trying to escape. I don't want him to. I'm so slow about that. I have to just like fire the burst laser and have the hull beam set up behind it, kind of like on the faith that it's going to connect. Like that, but it didn't connect. So at least I executed it correctly. Balls is hella damaged, I just realized. Let's get him healed up. Of course it's going to warp away. Kind of bungled that encounter, really. But that's okay. Like, we didn't take that much damage out of it. We didn't lose a ton of resources. Something I could have done that I didn't think about until after it was too late is when we had the double damage on the weapons bay, I should have fielded some Artemis shots just to try and bring things down. because right now it's just sitting dormant, and with it only needing the one power pip, we could have gotten in a shot with it while we were waiting for balls to repair the second half of the weapons bag. I think I'm gonna just try and get out of the nebula here. Let's fight. I want to actually get some shots on target here. All right, everything charged up. There we go. That was a pretty good one. Yeah, okay, and then the hull beam was giving us good fire damage after the fact. No surrenders. Done here. There you go. That's what that fight's supposed to look like. Ooh, so 1 missile, 1 drone, 23 scrap, and then we also got the augment the battery charger. Battery back's lock time is half. We don't have a battery backup, but that does give us something we can potentially... Oh my god, I haven't been paying attention to the fuel. I should have taken the deal. We're gonna throw the distress beacon on and wait. We don't get much choice. A few passing ships seem oblivious to your distress call and ignore all hails. We got no choice, we gotta hang. Okay, so 25 scrap for 4 fuel, so they're basically putting us over a barrel. But we gotta take it. So it is what it is. We're gonna need scrap again, or fuel again early in the next sector. I want out of nebulas. We're gonna go, well, we're just gonna wind up in more nebulas if I go that way. So do we want to slug nebula, or do we want to have to deal with a double nebula choice coming up? Let's take the nebula now, because at least if we get stuck without fuel, that'll delay how quickly they're coming. Although I don't think that's the case, right? Yeah, because they're ready for it. Down to 1 more jump, so hopefully we got a shop here, or we get some fuel off this guy. Here's a pirate. Yeah, this layout where the shields and weapon systems are so far away from each other really sucks. There you go. Nice little opener. Afterlife's gonna try and get the helm rebuilt. Man, just punishing. I am gonna take your offer because I really want your fuel. So thank you. I appreciate you. Goodbye. Afterlife, why don't you go heal up while Balls is fixing the oxygen? All right, 38 scrap. Is it time to spend a pip to be able to power up our mind control? I think it is. So if that's powered, I don't know that that lets me see into the enemy ship though. All right, we're gonna have to see that. I mean, definitely we're gonna use it on the next fight. Maybe I just don't choose who gets mind controlled, so it doesn't matter. It'll just do it automatically. Ooh. I mean, yeah, I need scrap, or I need fuel, so we're just gonna take it. Ugh, 2 stores. Of course. I wish they had let me see that before I jump into the zone, or make the decision on my event, rather. Alright, it's rare for the slugs to stay exposed in open space for long periods. The ship may have been lost or just passing through, but either way, it moves in to attack. Yeah, okay, so since we don't have a way to see in, our mind control room is useless, so we're gonna have to upgrade sensors at some point here. Okay, we got oxygen down. It wasn't perfect, but at least we got some damage done. Missiles to propulsion you hate to see. I was way too slow trying to put that one together. We're getting blasted here. This is just a bad fight. Yep, didn't get through to the shields on that one. So we're gonna have to use the Artemis here. As soon as we have a pip for it. Oof. We're hurting. So Afterlife died to the hull breach. Oh, rip. Ripskis. Chalk this one up as a loss. That's a bummer. I feel like we were starting to put a couple good pieces together on this run. It looks like I might actually... No, I was gonna say, it looks like I could pull out a W. No way. Rips in chat.